Ever stroll down supermarket aisles overwhelmed by choices? Don't be fooled. It's all part of their plan, those sneaky corporations. They want you dazed, confused, and reaching for that familiar blue box of whatever the hell it is. Think you're in control? Think again. Your average grocery store boasts thousands of brands. Sounds impressive, right? Except a handful of mega corporations own most of them. It's like a giant game of Monopoly, and you're the adorable iron. Just going around in circles, paying rent to the same few players. Buckle up, Buttercup, because we're diving deep into the illusion of choice. Spoiler alert. It's about as real as a unicorn riding a dragon while juggling flaming chainsaws. Let's meet the masterminds behind this grand illusion, shall we? First up, we've got UNILEVER, the Dutch-British conglomerate that's conquered everything from soap to ice cream. Then there's PepsiCo, the junk food juggernaut that's hooked generations on sugar and caffeine. And let's not forget Nestle, the Swiss food and beverage behemoth with a taste for world domination and chocolate. These three companies alone own hundreds of brands, many of which you probably have in your pantry right now. Don't worry, we'll get to the specifics soon enough. But for now, just bask in the terrifying realization that your entire culinary existence is controlled by a handful of CEOs with spreadsheets for souls. Let's start with Unilever, shall we? This global giant is a master of disguise in the world of consumer goods. They're like that friend who always shows up to the party in a different wig and fake mustache. You never quite know what to expect, but you know it's going to be interesting. You think you're trying something new, but it's the same old Unilever underneath it all. From the shelves of your local supermarket to the products in your bathroom, Unilever is everywhere. They've got you covered from head to toe. Dove soap, Axe body spray. Whether you're freshening up for the day or winding down at night, Unilever has a product for every occasion, and everything in between. Lipton tea, Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Need a comforting cup of tea or a sweet treat? Unilever's got you. They've even infiltrated your cleaning supplies with brands like Cif and Domestos. Your home is cleaner thanks to their extensive range of household products. Basically, Unilever's goal is to be involved in every aspect of your life, from the moment you wake up to the moment you scrub their products off your body before bed. They want to be your go-to for everything. They're like the benevolent overlords of consumerism, except not so benevolent. They have a hand in almost every product you use daily, making them an omnipresent force in your life. Wow, I had no idea they were that pervasive. It's like they're everywhere. From your morning routine to your midnight snack, Unilever is there, subtly influencing your choices and making sure you never stray too far from their vast array of products. So next time you reach for that familiar brand, remember it's probably Unilever in disguise, making sure they're a constant part of your daily life. Whether it's the food you eat, the products you use to clean your home, or the toiletries you rely on, Unilever is there shaping your consumer habits one product at a time. It's fascinating and a little unsettling to realize just how much influence one company can have. But that's the power of being the master of disguise in the world of consumer goods.
Wow, I had no idea they were that pervasive. It's like they're everywhere. From your morning routine to your midnight snack, Unilever is there, subtly influencing your choices and making sure you never stray too far from their vast array of products.
Next up, we've got PepsiCo, the company that's single-handedly ensuring dentists can afford that third vacation home. PepsiCo is a giant in the beverage industry, and their influence stretches far and wide. Sure, they're known for their sugary beverages like Pepsi, which has been a household name for decades, quenching thirsts and satisfying sweet cravings. Mountain Dew, with its high caffeine content, has become a favorite among those needing an extra boost. And Gatorade, the go-to drink for athletes and fitness enthusiasts looking to replenish electrolytes. But don't let that fool you. They've also branched out into the wonderful world of processed snacks. LA's potato chips with their perfect crunch, Doritos with their irresistible cheesy flavor, and Cheetos with their iconic orange dust that sticks to your fingers. Quaker Oats, because even sugar fiends need fiber sometimes. They've got it all. From breakfast to snacks, PepsiCo has something for every part of your day. They're like the Willy Wonka of junk food, creating a magical world of flavors and textures that keep us coming back for more. Except instead of a chocolate factory, they have a sprawling empire of factories churning out enough salt, sugar, and artificial flavors to last a lifetime. These factories are marvels of modern engineering, producing vast quantities of snacks and drinks with incredible efficiency. Actually, make that several lifetimes. The sheer volume of products they produce is staggering, ensuring that their snacks and drinks are always within reach, no matter where you are.
Oh, so that's why I can't resist those Doritos. It's like they've cracked the code to making the perfect snack. It's all part of their grand scheme, isn't it? A carefully crafted strategy to keep us hooked on their products, ensuring that we keep coming back for more. From the boardroom to the production line, every step is meticulously planned to maximize our cravings and their profits.
Section 5. Nestle. From chocolate to controversy, they've got it all. And last but certainly not least, we have Nestle. Ah, Nestle, the Swiss company that's managed to make chocolate both delicious and ethically questionable.
They're the masterminds behind Kit Kat, Smarties, and Nespresso, just to name a few. But their reach extends far beyond sugary treats.
They've also got a grip on bottled water, Perrier, Poland Spring, pet food, Purina, and even baby formula.
Yes, you read that right. Nestle controls a significant portion of the baby formula market, which, depending on your stance on corporate responsibility, is either brilliant or terrifying.
Or, both. Because let's face it, when it comes to giant corporations, there's always a healthy dose of both involved. Section 6. The Brand Family Tree, where you'll find some shocking cousins. In this section, we dive deep into the surprising connections between some of your favorite brands and their parent companies. You might be amazed to discover who owns who in the world of big business. Now, let's have some fun, shall we? We're going to explore these connections in a playful way. Let's play a little game called Who's Your Corporate Daddy? It's a game where we reveal the unexpected parent companies behind popular brands.
Did you know that Ben & Jerry's, the ice cream brand that loves peace signs and tie-dye with its fun and quirky flavors, is actually owned by the very corporate Unilever? Yes, the same Unilever that owns a multitude of household brands. It's like finding out your hippie uncle who lives in a van is actually a trust fund baby. The contrast is quite striking, isn't it?
And speaking of surprising family reunions, did you know that PepsiCo owns Quaker Oats? That's right, the company famous for its sugary sodas also owns the brand that brings you wholesome oatmeal. Yes, the same company that makes your sugary soda also makes your oatmeal. It's a bit of a head-scratcher, isn't it?
It's enough to make you question the very fabric of reality. How can one company be behind such different products? But hey, at least you can drown your existential dread in a refreshing Pepsi. It's a small comfort in a world full of corporate surprises and a bowl of Captain Crunch. So next time you're enjoying your favorite snack, take a moment to think about the surprising corporate family tree behind it.
Section 7. The Illusion of Choice. You think you're special, don't you? So, there you have it. The illusion of choice laid bare for all to see. You walk into the supermarket thinking you're calling the shots, but in reality, you're just picking from a pre-selected menu of options, all controlled by the same few companies. It's like going to a restaurant with 100 items on the menu, only to find out they're all just different combinations of the same 5 ingredients. But hey, at least you have the freedom to choose between regular, low-fat, or extra crispy, right? Because that's what really matters. Section 8. Wake up, Sheeple, the price we pay for convenience. Now you might be thinking, so what? I like these brands. They're familiar, they're comforting. And you know what? That's fair. We're all creatures of habit. But this illusion of choice comes at a price. When a handful of companies control the market, they control the prices. They control the quality. They control what you see on the shelves and what you don't see. They control the narrative. And guess what? You're not part of that narrative. You're just a consumer, a cog in their well-oiled machine. So go ahead, grab that familiar blue box. But just know that you're not just buying a product. You're buying into a system. Section 9. Fighting back, can we escape the clutches of corporate control? So, what's the solution? How do we break free from this corporate stranglehold? Well, it's not going to be easy. These companies have spent decades, even centuries, building their empires. They've got more money than God and more lawyers than Satan. But that doesn't mean we're powerless.
We can vote with our wallets. We can support smaller, independent businesses. We can educate ourselves about where our food comes from and who's profiting from it. It's a David and Goliath situation, sure. But hey, even Goliath had his weaknesses. Now, if only we could find a really big slingshot.
Section 10. Support your local businesses, if you can find any. One way to stick it to the man, or more accurately the multinational conglomerate, is to support your local businesses.
You know, those quaint little shops run by actual human beings who care about their products and their customers. They might not have the slick marketing campaigns or the endless product lines, but they offer something far more valuable: authenticity.
Plus, you'll feel good knowing that your money is staying within your community, supporting your neighbors instead of lining the pockets of some CEO who wouldn't recognize you if you bumped into him in the frozen food aisle.
Section 11. Grow your own food. Good luck with that in the city. Another way to escape the clutches of corporate control is to embrace your inner farmer and grow your own food.
Imagine the satisfaction of biting into a juicy tomato that you nurtured from a tiny seed, free from pesticides, GMOs, and the taint of corporate greed. Of course, this is easier said than done, especially if you live in a concrete jungle where the only thing growing is your sense of despair.
But hey, a window box with some herbs is a start, right? Every little bit helps.
Section 12. Embrace the simple life. Just kidding, keep buying stuff. Or, you could just give up and embrace the simple life. Move to a remote cabin in the woods, live off the land, and renounce all material possessions. No more brand names, no more marketing ploys, no more corporate overlords dictating your every purchase. Just you, nature, and the sweet, sweet taste of freedom. Of course, then you'd miss out on all the latest gadgets, the convenience of online shopping, and the joy of finding a really good sale on laundry detergent. So maybe not. Carry on, consumers. Carry on. Section 13. In conclusion, we're doomed. But hey, at least there's ice cream. So, there you have it. The illusion of choice is real and it's spectacularly pervasive. We're all just pawns in a giant corporate game, manipulated by marketing and seduced by convenience. But hey, at least the ice cream is delicious, right? And if all else fails, we can always take comfort in the fact that we're not alone. We're all in this together. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go drown my sorrows in a pint of Ben & Jerry's, because sometimes the only way to fight the system is to embrace its delicious sugary products.